So for this video I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to make like a large complex domino setup, or whatever the title says. And I think this is my second tutorial. Like 5 years ago I made one for the crossing wall. And so for this tutorial I'm just going to be using simple things like a small cube and field and a fall wall to demonstrate, but in reality the setups I'm talking about are much larger. Okay, so let's start with step one, or I guess I'd say tip one. Okay, so one thing you're gonna want to consider in most cases is that you want to build the risky things first, so that there's not much that the risky thing is gonna knock down if you mess up while building it. Let's see, this cube, I mess up building it now, nothing's gonna happen. You're building the risky thing after you've already set other stuff up, then that's gonna be a much bigger problem if you fail. See, like, I'm gonna just show you by dropping a domino on this. Here's another example. You're setting up this mechanism with a string that, like, attached to a fall wall and knocks over the stuff on the fall wall. Then this is like another risky situation, because you could like accidentally knock into the string, and like if you do something like that, yeah, like when there's nothing, or when you haven't really built anything up on the fall, it's not a problem. Like, however, if you're setting up this mechanism to trigger the fall wall after after you've already built like half of the stuff on the fall wall, then that could be a problem, because like, as I said, it's risky because you could activate the string, and then if you're setting this up after you've set all this stuff, then you're gonna get a lot of stuff knocked down. So yeah, that's it. Just build risky things first for the most part. Okay, for the second rule, it's build back to front, or from the center out. Like, for example, like in my space here, it's a pretty small space, but I still normally use it. It's like about 5 by 12 feet, I'd say. But it has like walls on 3 sides, so I have to build just back to front, and it's mainly so that I don't reach over I don't have to reach over anything. Because you see, like, if I tried building stuff back here, it doesn't go very well. So this rule really only applies in like small spaces when you're making a compact setup, because like in some cases you could just fit in between stuff, like in between a wall and part of the setup if it's not very compact. But yeah. And like if you don't have walls on all sides, you could do like center out. As you can see, reaching over this is kind of awkward, and I could like easily drop a domino and it could knock part of the setup down. Like, okay, so this third tip, I'm showing you the importance of planning so that there's barriers to prevent parts of the setup from knocking into each other when you don't want it. Because like if dominoes from this fall wall hit that field, for example, then the field would like fall, and then it would mess up the order of the setup, or it might like hit a part and knock it down, and then when the setup gets to that part, it will already be down, so it won't be able to continue. It could just mess it up in every which way. So you want to make sure that there's barriers when they're necessary. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so yeah, that did work. For this step, which is preventing areas you want to build in from getting out of reach, you should consider that while you're building. Like, you have to think about, is this part going to be hard to reach later on? Like here, like if you, as I'm demonstrating here, if there's an area you want to build in, it's going to become a small space. You have to make sure you build in it before it's small like this. Like now it's very hard to build in here. And like the build back to front rule doesn't quite cover this. For safety gaps, like, that's another thing that can easily get out of reach. And I like do that a lot too. Like if you have one right here, like you just build safety gaps while you're building and don't even think about that. So yeah, you can still build it, but if you're like very nervous, then it's gonna be like, and if you have like more stuff in front, then it's gonna be hard to reach over all that. Okay, for this fifth and final step, like organization is important with anything. Like, you might neglect it in some things, and it's definitely important for dominoes. You have a lot of random objects, like direction changers, and like craft supplies like scissors and tape and string, and you want to keep like those things all in. You want to keep all those like miscellaneous supplies together so that you know where they are, and like, and of course, I think most people do this, as if you keep, like, all your dominoes of one color in a container, unless you have, like, a really small amount of them, because that makes it easier to find them. And, like, because if you can't, like, find your stuff easily, then you'll become, like, more impatient, and you don't want to do that, because it's, like, because building dominoes can already make you impatient, and you don't want to get more impatient. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this like tips / tutorial video. So how I got the idea, I've been building, like when I'm building domino setups, like I always have to think about these things, so I thought it would be nice to share it with other people. And I think at times I could have been a bit more concise, but I'll make sure to do that better in future tutorials. I'm not sure like what I'm going to do for them, but I probably will do some, because I think people enjoy them. And if you want me to make more tutorials, like, or you have specific requests for tutorials you think I could do, just let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to hear about them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.